So as we move on in our digital bootcamp, I'm going to see if we can round this up next week. A lot of things is actually going on. Yes. As the things unveils, I'm going to keep everyone updated. Yes, that regards. Yeah, I've been kind of busy somehow. But I'm going to update everybody. That's a promise. But not now. So, search engine optimization. Why do you need it? Why as a marketer? Yeah. Why as a digital marketer? Or why should you even get serious with it as a skill? Search engine optimization is one of those digital marketing skills sets that allow you to be able to optimize your website for visibility. Visibility in the sense that you don't have to always run a paid ad before you can get sales. That's what it is. And search engine also require consistency, some little technicality here and there, some kinds of monitoring here and there in order to be able to do well with it. And search engine is such a thing that once you are able to put things together, you might not even touch it again. Yeah. Like I have some rules. It's the basic and common rules, even in tech. Like if it is working, don't touch it. So search engine is such a kind of set skill that once you know it very well and it's working, don't touch it, except when you find out that you're not getting the kind of result that you used to get. Now go and check what is the problem. So it's very, very important skills when it's going to tech generally. Yeah. Before I move on, I'm going to explain some kind of things that I've been able to do with SEO. With SEO, I've been able to connect a lot of clients that they search online, they find me, and we strike the deal. Yes. And all I have to do is just to deploy the skills. And they keep on paying on it. So it's very, very, very important to understand how SEO really works. SEO in a nutshell, like I said earlier, is search engine optimization. Search engine optimization is allowed your website to show on search engine results page. And when I'm talking about search engine, I'm talking about Google. Yes, don't get me wrong, Google is not the only search engine. However, if you remember checking your data reporter, like our first class then, Google owns over 90%, I think 95 or more of the search in the internet space. So what are we talking about? So if you remember that class, so when you optimize, you should think of optimizing and check for on Google. So SEO basically, like I said earlier, is the process of optimizing your content so that search engine will show it as the top result for specific keywords. So you cannot show for everything, basically. And necessarily, you don't have to be the first one on the page, but it's just better to be on the first page. You don't have to be the number one. Yes. Don't promise anybody number one. Yes, number one is possible, but you can hardly maintain it for a year. Yeah, I can say that. Except in some industry that there's no competition. So you might be able to do that. Right? So that is search engine. And we call it organic. So within the short time that we have, I'll try to run through these 10 tips. Yes. I'll try to run through it. This is what I've been, techniques is not something that I read in any books that I've been using on different projects when it comes to SEO in the last 4 or 5 years. And it works so well, right? Give me a minute or seconds. So These are the things that I've been using for some times, like more than 4 years, and still working, basically. So if it's working, if there's any other updates, you definitely know. So I'm going to rock through it, and I'm going to be as fast as possible. The first thing here is website URL. Website URL in the sense that how you choose the name of your website, the domain name, your page name, and the rest. I can see a very typical example here on my screen. Just imagine two cake company, cake.com. You have one inside the cake, they have a blog, just like a lot of you have a blog, right? They now create a page for chocolate cake recipe, right? Chocolate cake recipe. Then somebody is using this extension, cake.com/blog/ what's the meaning of this? You see, from this T to this C, it has no meaning to both machine and human being. Do you understand? To both machine and human being. But look at this, this has a meaning. So who will go on search and type this kind of rubbish? Permit me to say that. Who will go on search to do this? So this will help you to know how best, when you are creating a product name, a service name for the search. So it's always good. So instead of another way, instead of saying chocolate cake recipe, like putting everything in one word, using hyphen is the best practice, is the best way to actually do that, right? So this is a very example of search engine friendly URL. So don't ever use auto-generated number or anything, right? In that regard, I hope this explains it. I hope you are taking notes. So the kind of name that you choose for your blog, let's say new life chelated karma, or you just say new life product. Like I'm just trying to show you that anytime you are creating a blog for a specific product or service, it could be anything. Fashion design. Fashion design is too broad, right? It could be ready to wear clothes. It could be palazzo or whatever design it is. It's basically the bottom line. Try to be as specific as possible. Narrow it down to the nearest thing. And that's how you come up with search engine friendly URL. I hope you get that. Okay, another thing is the title of the website. The title of the website is very, very important. Anytime you miss the title of the website, it's like saying you are missing one out of the 10 scores. Look at that 10 points that I give you there, like 100%. Each is 10, 10. So anytime you miss anyone, it's like you are missing 10 marks over 100. Just take a look at it like that, right? So title is another very, very important thing, so that when you search on Google search, for example, what you usually see is whatever the title of that web page is, that's what you see. That's what you see. Whatever the title of that web page is, that is exactly what you're going to see. So title is a very essential for anyone that is doing SEO, right? Title tag should be contained in your main keywords, which is very, very important. I hope you get that. I'll still try to get it out of this slide so that you can see some of those typical examples. Search engine friendly image. You can't just name image 1, image 2, or camera 1, whatever the name that the camera that you use to snap the image, or where you save or copy the image is. No, you have to rename it. You have to rename it in a search engine friendly image. New life product for joint and bone. New life products for arts. Do you see that? Not that you are not naming an image. Landing page 1, landing page 2, landing page 3. So it's very, very important when it comes to search a different image as well. All these little things, like I said, just look at it as 10 points. Those are the things that makes your website. Before I move on, let me quickly go out of the slide so that you understand what we are talking about. So, for example, now if I go online right now and I say new life products, I'm using this because I know a lot of people on this call are actually into this business. right? So that's how I'm using this. But that is not restricted to this. This will be done for any business. So can you see this now? This is title of this person. Aweru, this is actually from Amazon, right? Aweru new life products. This is title. Without title, this will not show. Without title, this will not show. Without title, this will not show. This is Olaiton's website, by the way. This is also Olaiton. Without title, this will not show. Without title, I guess this is company website for what I'm looking at, basically. It will not show. Without title, so you see how important title is. It's very, very important. So when you are not putting title, you are missing it. Then let me now show you search engine friendly image so that you understand what it is. Search is not just about all the search. It's about image. It's about news. It's about video. It's about map. Map is why we are doing Google My Business, but Google Business Profile, they are not verifying. I don't know, maybe it's strictly for Africa or something, but it has been so bad in the last 1 year plus now for verification. So I don't even bother about it anymore, by the way. Okay, so all these images I are seeing here, it's not coincidence. They don't just show up here. No, it doesn't just show up here. They showed up here because they are search engine friendly image. So let me show you an example. If I right click on this now, and I said, open image in new tab, you see the tab. Not even that. If you see, can you see the name of this? New life product. Look at this. New life products. Okay, because they have things in common with the phrase that I have there. So if I said GNLD right now, for example, this will change because just because you use new life does not mean that you use GNLD. I hope you get that, right? Yeah. So when we say search engine friendly image or search engine title or URL, it's not just about search, you know, it's also about video too. It's about image too. So for video now, can you see people that title their video in a certain way? You see the way the videos are also coming up here. So when it comes to search, you just do all that. So let's move back to our slide. Then we have what we call search engine plugin. Plugin is basically for WordPress. So instead of thinking of where will I put my head tag, where will I put keywords, where will I put this title, plugins is a set of functions that just allow you to do all those functions, especially when you are using content management system like WordPress, like OpenCart, like Drupal, like Joomla, like Magento, and the rest. So all those open source technologies are platform. Meta tag keywords and description. Meta tag keyword and description. That's a another very important thing. So if you are using premium plugin for WordPress and the rest, you'll be able to get that. For OpenCart, you don't necessarily need that because the space to put all these things is automatically on. Like OpenCart was actually built for me with SEO in mind. In case you are wondering what's OpenCart, is like a web-based software that used to be the commerce website, basically, right? So meta tag description. So when somebody go to search for whatever you are doing on Google, again, if you have meta tag description, I'm trying to get out of my slides. Sorry, not getting that. Okay, good. So when somebody search on Google, if you don't have description, let me show you what description means. So let's say I'm going to use that now. We'll use another service. Let's say save deposit box. This is one of the websites that I do SEO for. This deposit box, right? Okay. So that you understand what that means. So look at this. This is title. By the way, this is me here, number one. This is title. And it's the same thing that I'm teaching you right now. That's the same stuff. They pay for this and they still keep on paying since 2018. Sorry, 2019, by the way, up to now. Yes. It's continuous. Yeah, this is actually a big organization, by the way. Let me tell you the organization. So that you know where you can use the skills. Bankers Warehouse, that's the name of the organization. Yeah. So what did they do? They are bankers bank. Right? So what did I do? I implement SEO strategy for one of their products called Safe Deposit Box. So this is title. Can you see the title? So this is description. So if I didn't use description, this will not show. So anytime you omit description, it's like saying 10 minus 10 marks. Just take it like that. Like, take it like that. So I optimize websites. You see that? Number one. You can see GT Bank. Like when I started optimizing this, GT Bank was actually the number one, but now drop it down with the same thing that I'm explaining to you guys right now. With the same skills, right? If I click this now, save the, you can see the way I choose the name. Safedepositbox.com.ng. Then look at the URL that I just told you guys. See the way that I use the hyphen, where I kept the main page on. See where I kept the main page. I see now say Safe Deposit Box. By the way, the user that are visiting this page, they don't even know what is going on in the browser. That's it. If you click here, you find yourself in my WhatsApp. And I'll close the deal and I will send it to the organization. And I make my money. That's the case you don't know. You call any of this number, you call me. So I close the deal and I send the deal. If you right click on this particular image now, and I say open image in new tab, you see delete. And you understand what I mean by search engine friendly image. You see that? By the way, this company is very close to your place. Jane, they're in Life Camp in Abuja. They're also in Lagos too. Maybe I will send you the one. They're in Life Camp in Abuja. So you can see what I just told you now. Search engine friendly image. What does this mean? Then I'll get to video strategy, but let me just show you now. But see the way the video strategy is. Just know this is just a one-pager landing page. I've generated more than 500, maybe 1,000 leads for this organization. I cannot even tell you how much I've made on this. Yes, I cannot even tell you that. All I know that is money comes from this every month. That's what I said. We are into this. Yes, I know it's very close to your house. Yes, that's why I mentioned it. Right? So you see this is SEO, nothing else. This is one of the skills that can help. You can use for yourself. You can use it for businesses on retainership. Yes, you can use it for a business that also involves information. Right? So if I go back to Google right now, where is that page? This page. I go back to Google right now. If you search on your phone, you will still see it. Number one, if you click on the image, you will still see my image. Why? Everything is optimized. Guess what? It's just only a one page, one landing page. Can you see? The image is still number one. Can you see? The image is still number one. That's it. If you go to the video, you will still see it. These are my videos. Can you share your own today? Share your own today. It's strategy. I'm only telling you what I've done that is working. Let's go back to the slide. So I don't want it to be slow story. So that when somebody say, oh, even as a beginner, when somebody asks you about SEO, can reach out to me. You make your money. Yeah, you just pay percentage on the implementation. And you continue collecting your money. And you can also implement it yourself. Raise up. Yeah. Do one. And again, it's not going to display on page one in 1 month, in 2 months, in 3 months. As a matter of fact, that goes like about 6 months. No, sorry, 4 months. And that is the fastest SEO I've ever done. Usually 8 months, 1 year. But that particular one blew up in 4 months. And since that time, it's usually on first page. Sometimes you maintain page number one, sometimes, but always on first page. And that's it. That's what matters. Web content, the kind of content that you put on your website. Your website is not just about we are the best, we are this, we are this. Put the content of that explain the feature of your product or your services, why they need it. It's not about the organization vision, mission, and the rest. It's about why user needs that product or service. That's it. That's it. It's very, very important that you get to know that. Okay? So I'm rounding up. Body text. So the kind of things that I put on the body of your website, just make sure that things that are SEO friendly. What does that mean? It's about what people are looking for online. So you need to do your research. So I used to say people that know how to do research very well, they are one step ahead when it comes to SEO because it's research, right? Headlines, having different headlines. You know what headline is? This is our headline right now. How to, why you need to, our service, frequent ask question, all those things. The headline is also help because they are emphasis. Okay? Linking strategy, linking to different blogs, to video from YouTube, and the rest. Those are different things. And all these things that I mentioned here, video strategy, those are the things that you see on that one pager. So when you see that a one-page website is ranking number one, it's because we implement something like this. Let me go back to that page. I used to explain some certain things to you guys. Okay? Because you need to know. Because some certain things are being implemented. So I just want to explain what I just explained on the slide so that you understand. And with this, you start thinking of, if you have blog already, when you want to post, because some of you say, oh, they are not seeing my content, my page is not showing, I'm not making sales, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that. Some of you say that. After you write your content, does it pass through the 10 points, the 10 strategy? If it's not passing through, it's like saying you are missing 10 mark for everyone that you meet, for everyone that you meet. This is what I mean by headline. Do you see that? See the headline? I was talking about features. Features. It's not about, I could have been saying we are the best safe deposit. Who is looking for that? Why do they need it? Do you see that? People need to know. Do you see that here? Listed, bullet. You see another headline? After thorough research. You see another headline? Do you see another headline? Do you see? What to keep? To the case you don't know what to keep. Do you see it? Do you see it? Why? You can see specifically Lagos and Abuja. Because we only have branches in Lagos and Abuja. By the way, the smallest box for this is actually, this is for high network individual, basically. The target is high network individual. The smallest box is 95,000 naira per year, and the biggest box is 550,000 naira per year. Guess what? On every sales of each of these boxes, on every list on each of these boxes, I got 20%. So what does that mean? That means if a customer reach out to me now through these blogs and I close the sales and the person they go for the biggest one, which is Jumbo, do you know what that means? I get 20% of 550K. That is 105 or more, right? I get 20% of 550K. I just imagine you now have 2, 3 in a month. That's 110, I mean. Then if somebody take the smallest one, which is 95K per year, without lifting and just by setting up this SEO that is driving traffic here and there, that is 19K. You now sold out 10 and over 2,000 boxes in Lagos, 1,500 in Abuja. Renewable. That's just by the way. That's just one of those things. Apart from my own personal things that I've done SEO and some other businesses, company, and organization as well, with just this SEO skill. This is the most important thing that you need to understand. Anytime you are writing your blog post, your website post, and you want the visibility, think about the URL you are using, the title of that page, the image that you are putting on the page. Is it well optimized? Is it bearing your name, or is it bearing how people will find it? If you are using WordPress, are you using plugin? Do you have description? Do you have more of your keywords on the tag, even if you are using WordPress? How is the body of your content? Do people understand what you are talking about, the content? It's very important. Let me show you a very cool example of, I just gave this website to, no, I will leave it. I just gave the website, but I don't want to show you that. To one of my students that is undergoing learning right now to work on. Yes, let me allow her to finish it. Guess what? If somebody's mother, somebody like 51 years old woman, imagine learning all this. 51 years old woman, right? Let me just wait for that. So start thinking of how you'll be writing your blog post. After you finish writing, don't post lazily, don't post scanty. Look at it. Did your blog post pass this, pass this, pass this, pass this, pass this, pass this? If you pass only 5, just know that you are not in the game. At least you should score 8 over 10. That's it for tonight. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Start thinking, post with SEO in mind. SEO is not for lazy people. Not at all. SEO is not for lazy people. You have to do your research, thorough research. SEO is not having 10 keywords. SEO is not having 10 lines about your product. Do detailed research as if you have a research to present in a school. That's it. Good night. Tomorrow I'm going to show you how an SEO research look like. Yes, let's take it from there. How an SEO research look like on a product, one single product, or on a service, on one single service, so that you see how it's being done, how people win in the marketplace, especially when it comes to the online. Good night.
Thank you very much, sir. Nice.
Yeah, welcome. Adebayo, Jane, Elvis, Samuel, Sam. Oh, we have 2 Sam now. Taiwo, Sifron, and Mrs. Kehinde Jimon. Good night.